morning we're very pleased to have with us David Hinds. I asked David to please come forward while I'm making the introduction to him. David is the president of the First Responders and Military Museum of Naples. And I had the opportunity to visit the museum and get a tour. David is a veteran. He is a recipient of the Purple Heart. So he took one for our nation. And so David, on this July 4th weekend, we're so thrilled that you can be with us, and we're looking forward to hearing a little bit about the Military Museum.
Thank you, Mr. Brandt, and also the church for having me out today. I am a combat Marine Corps veteran. I was in Vietnam in 1966 and 67. And if you like, I'd like to relay a little story to you, and if you will forgive me. Has everyone saw the movie Forrest Gump?
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, you see that one, huh?
Well, a lot of you may not know, but they used to have a hospital ship that ran up and down the coast of South Vietnam. And if you were wounded seriously enough, you would be taken out to this hospital ship. So the first time I saw Forrest Gump, he was on the movie. My wife and I was watching it, and he was on this hospital ship, laying on his stomach, eating ice cream, looking for his Lieutenant Dane. So I started laughing so hard. My wife says, "What is so funny?" He says, "He got shot in the buttocks." And I said, "I can remember like it was yesterday that I had a piece of shrapnel in my ass," and I said it had to be this big. Well, maybe it was only like that. But I got sent out to this hospital ship. And I relate to Forrest Gump because he had the same idea that I did, laying on a cot eating ice cream. So I had a good time out there with Mr. Gump. And of course, I couldn't move as fast as he was because I had more of my buttocks removed than he did. But my wife, she didn't think that was a very funny story, but I always like to tell it anyway. But probably the 10 best days I had in Vietnam I was on this hospital ship. And that was the first time I was wounded. I was wounded 2 other times, but I don't think we have time to go into all that. But I'm here to talk to you about the Military Museum. I'm surprised. I moved down here from Ohio in 2013, and people live here in Naples, been here for 20 or 30 years, never knew there was a military museum at the Naples airport. We moved out there in 2011. A couple of veterans had a small display in the airport, thought it was appropriate because the airport was a military facility training pilots for World War II. They had barracks and everything out there. So they gave us a room to set up a display. Well, once we got out there, all I did was just snowball. We filled one room up in a couple years of World War II artifacts. And it just kept continuing to come in. I mean, uniforms, weapons, letters, medals, anything you can think of military came out there. So they ended up giving us another room. So we had 2 rooms for memorabilia. Unfortunately, in 2020, the airport did some remodeling, and we had to give up one of these rooms. And we ended up putting about 5,000 items in storage, which are still in storage because there's no place to put it. But we still have the one room. I mean, we have glass cases with the displays on, and it is completely packed. They must be probably 20 to 25 4 feet by 6 foot glass cases. And we try to rotate items around, but we're still getting 2 or 3 items a week that comes in. So we try to put them out on display, and then rest of them we just have to put in storage. But we got good news from the airport a few months ago that the Civil Air Patrol is going to be giving up their building. They own the building, but it's leased on airport property. And there was some structural damage done to that building during Irma in 2017. So the airport is going to tear that building down and build a new facility. And they had heard rumors that we were looking at buildings and property to build on. So they said, we want you to stay at the airport. And they said when this new facility gets built, that they will give us a lot larger facility to put our memorabilia in. So we're looking forward to that. It will probably be 2023, but it can't get here soon enough. But we're open 7 days a week. We have free admission. It's the best bargain in Florida. We probably have 6,000 to 7,000 artifacts in the section that we're at. And a lot of people get confused when they come out because if you're going south on Airport Pulling Road, you see the big concrete sign that says General Aviation. And that's where the main terminal is at, and that's where all the private jets come into. We're not there. You go down to the next traffic light, and it's North Road. And we have signs posted, North Road Terminal and Military Museum. And there's a commercial building up there. It's close to the control tower. As soon as you turn the corner, you can see the control tower. And we are located in that, and that's where we've been at since 2011. But we're open 10 to 4 Monday through Saturday and noon to 3 on Sundays. But everyone is welcome. We have groups come out there all the time. We presently have a program that we have a veteran going to nursing homes and assisted living. And usually those homes will set one day aside for veterans to meet. And, we don't talk politics or religion or anything. We just go up to socialize with the veterans. And that has gone over very well. And several of them want us to come every month, but we have a limited amount of people to do this. So, we try to accommodate the best we can. But everyone is welcome, and you can take 10 minutes to walk through the museum and see what we have, or you can take an hour if you want to read the description of everything. And again, I'd like to thank Mr. Brandt for having me.